No final do ano passado, 4 engenheiros da McLaren foram até o Instituto Ayrton Senna tirar dúvidas sobre o chassi que está hoje no Brasil. Afinal, esse carro correu mesmo em um GP?
So, do you think that the car would run?
No, I think it's very promising.
Yeah?
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I like when British people say very promising, which means Brazilian, yes.
Ron Dennis, chefe de equipe da McLaren, não parecia muito confiante antes daquele fim de semana. Monza é um circuito com muitas retas, altas velocidades. O motor da Ferrari, que já tinha mostrado ter mais potência, falaria mais alto.
I have enjoyed a lot of success here, and I recognize that my objective is to be where there is the best chance for winning, being a combination of chassis and engine.
Mas Senna estava confiante, então propôs a Ron que, se conseguisse vencer a corrida, ficaria com o carro. Era uma aposta alta, mas Dennis aceitou.
Chassis 6.
We thought so. Yeah, we did. It is chassis 6.
And talking about the chassis, the famous chassis number 6, you were looking for this chassis for a long time, right?
Yeah, didn't know where the car was, and it was all rumours, it's this chassis, that chassis. But today we saw the actual number. Yeah, it's chassis 6.
It's like discovering a big treasure. Is kind of the part of your job.
Yeah, Tutankhamun. Yeah, it's like excavating for antiquity.
Word from Monza prior to the start of the Italian Grand Prix is that the World Drivers' Championship is, quote, a game between Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost. That's the story from Senna, the standings leader and the pole sitter for today's race.
Senna larga na pole, sob os olhares das 200.000 pessoas das arquibancadas italianas. Todas na torcida por Alain Prost, que larga ao seu lado em segundo. Senna estica sozinho na largada. Prost perde posições para Berger e Alesi, mas Warwick bate e a corrida fica sob bandeira vermelha. Na relargada, Senna estica novamente em primeiro, Prost apenas em quarto. Na quinta volta, Alesi roda e deixa a corrida. Os pneus de Berger desgastaram, Prost era o segundo e corria com a potência da Ferrari atrás de Senna. Ayrton Senna vence a corrida.
With Ron's bet that Ayrton would get the car. After Monza, when he won the race, Ron promised him the car, but they carried on campaigning the car for the rest of the season. At the end of the season, from what I'm led to believe, the information I have is that Honda then provided a brand new engine to go into the car before the car was shipped to Ayrton.
No final da temporada, o Ron Dennis pagou a aposta. Olha que presente incrível para o Ayrton Senna, né? Merecido, né? Ganhou a corrida. E hoje esse carro pertence à família, mas a McLaren mesmo tinha uma mística em torno desse carro. Afinal de contas, que chassi era esse?
There is a way we can find out.
Wins in Montreal, Hockenheim, Spa and Monza. 4 victories. 4 victories. Yeah, that's great. This is fantastic.
He liked that chassis. I think it was chassis number 6. He had already won the German, the Canadian and the Belgian Grand Prix, so he was very keen on keeping that car, and as it happened he managed to keep it. And another thing that I remember of that Grand Prix, that the press conference after the Grand Prix, at that point a journalist got up and he said, come on guys, this is the country of love, it's about time you guys shake hands and forget about the past. And all the other journalists start clapping and they exchange a few words and eventually they shake hands. For him, the second place was the first of the losers. He had a very clear vision of what he wanted to do and where did he wanted to arrive. He was a man with tremendous personality, charisma, with a patch of energy and electricity. He commanded this incredible aura that always distinguished him from the rest. On the paddock, you could be sitting in any paddock on the world and then you see Michael Schumacher walking by, or you see Nelson Piquet walking by, Alain Prost walking by, and then you see Ayrton Senna. And of course, people kind of almost stand up. Ayrton Senna, he commanded authority. It was incredible. It was a person that when he walked in the room, that room changed. No wonder why every driver since will be trying to emulate him, starting by Michael Schumacher and then Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, and now, of course, Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc.
Incrível acompanhar esses detalhes, né, pessoal? Eu lembro bem da gravação, eles tirando ali a asa, revelando o motor embaixo do capô. Foi emocionante, que bom que a gente pode dividir isso aqui com vocês.
I just hope when I look at this car that the seat is still the same seat, the steering wheel is still the same, the gear lever, because the DNA is still in that car. That's very rare today because cars change hands, change ownership, people do different things to them, they modify little bits, they redo the steering wheel to make it look like new. That's not what you do. You have to keep the DNA as much as you can in that car. That's critical because this car was given directly to Senna by Ron Dennis. No middlemen, nobody in between. So it's a great continuity.
So maybe we can see in the future this car running?
That is something that you're responsible for. That is your duty to keep that thing alive.